Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Best Colleges List series as Strategic Admissions Advice, Shereem Herndon-Brown. Today we're talking about Emory University. I lived in Atlanta for 11 years. I spent a lot of time in Atlanta with my good friend Timothy L. Fields, who's the Senior Associate Dean of Admission at Emory. So I'm a big fan of the school, and even if I go back to when I was in high school, my school council actually recommended it to me. It was up and coming in the late 80s, early 90s. And I remember, no, I'll go to cold Connecticut versus warm Atlanta. But big fan of the school, very, very selective. If you've been a fan of this channel, you know that we always go through the academics, the activities, the admissions requirements, and the acceptance rate. So, starting backwards, I guess today, we're going to look at the acceptance rate. Emory is a reach school for anybody. Anybody. It is highly selective, you know, along with Duke and Vanderbilt, UVA, Wake Forest, Rice, one of the most selective schools in the South, Southeast. Well, Rice is the South, but you know what I mean in Houston. But bottom line is that it is a hard school to get into. It is in Atlanta, Georgia, on the outskirts of, not in the thick of the city. There's definitely green space and a yard, what do they call it? Campus environment, green space. I can't think of the word, but anyway, very, very high selective. It is advantageous to consider early decision if it is something that is a first choice school. I will say for 2025-26, Emory will be just announced that it will continue to be SAT, ACT optional for students who decide not to submit standardized testing. But if you do, it needs to be quite good, as you can see. If you've been watching this channel before, you'll know that I don't give too much stock into GPA. I'd rather you look at the standardized testing ranges, primarily because GPA oftentimes can be inflated depending on where you go to school. The admissions considerations, what they considered admissions, and all this stuff. They do class rank, but they recalculate it on their own. Also, want to show you now. I want to show you their academic programs. Emory has a business program, a nursing program, arts and sciences. Like very, very high achieving students attend Emory, and I'm a big. Um, I think it's a great opportunity being in a city like Atlanta, where you can have a college experience, kind of in the city, but not kind of in the major metropolis, and then take advantage of all the different things that could be professionally aspiring. Um, Journalism, CNN is headquarters down here. Business, engineering, Home Depot, engineering, excuse me, just a master's degree. Forgive me. But business, health professions, a lot of great Emory Hospital is a great place, but they do have some bachelor's degrees in medical professions as well. Like I said, nursing, as I just told you right there. So, Emory, I'm a fan of using the city as a way to expose yourself, children, students, to professional opportunities is a great thing. Um, so I think that needs to be taken advantage of. Division III athletics, Emory stands out with rivals like Duke and Vanderbilt thanks to its commitment to disciplinary learning. A little bit smaller than those schools, but here are the schools that it often crosses applications with. Again, so I want you to recognize how selective it can be, and I want everyone to know that Emory asks, some pretty good essay questions as well. Let me look at that for you. Yes, which book, character, song, monologue, or other creative work, fiction, nonfiction, seems made for you? Emory has a strong commitment to building a community. Tell us about a community that you've been a part of, where your participation helped or shaped the community for the better. But all that said, these are the questions for 2024, 25. If you're always check the website to see if things have changed. But you saw the academic program, you saw some of the admissions acceptance rates. And now, as always, I'm going to take you to see some more things. Anytime you visit a college, I want you to look at their webpage and look at again their degrees. What degrees do they offer, right? Um, right. They give you all their different degrees, and a bachelor's in accounting, a bachelor's in African studies. So these are schools, excuse me, academic programs. Which anytime you go here, you can learn about. But then you can also learn more about just how the school itself student life is what we call it, right? In certain places, you want to know about the academics, which we just looked at, the majors. You want to look at the activities, Atlanta and community. About Atlanta, they have a Oxford campus, which is a little bit further out. That was it's like I won't say it's an opportunity for students to have it's a 2-year campus and then they transfer to the Emory main campus in Atlanta. So a lot of students take advantage of that. They talk about diversity, living on campus, religious and spiritual life, activities and organizations, all the different clubs and opportunities that there will be for students to get engaged on campus. Because again, you go there for the academics, you go there for the activities, you go there to college for a lot of different reasons. So very, very important. Also, always want to look at admission. Admission is always going to have information about what they need from you in order to complete your application. Oxford College is the smaller Oxford College, which I was mentioning earlier. Spend your first years in this challenging small liberal arts setting. Really prepare students to go to the main campus, which is Atlanta. Again, I'm a big fan. Like just so much stuff going on. So whether it's academics, whether it's activities, where we're now looking at the admissions information and financial aid. So the net price calculator, which you can also find on their admissions page, they also give you tuition and cost information and how that works for them. And I believe if you click on Emory College, yep, it'll give you meeting 100% of demonstrated need. All right. And it remains test optional, as you guys can see here. Demonstrated need comes in a lot of different forms. And they share the cost of attendance, how to apply for financial aid, their net price calculator, which is a way for you to, get some more information about how your finances could be viewed. If you've been following us, you know that anytime I look at schools, we always go to the net price calculator, financial aid info, this for Emory specifically, but also the common data set. The common data set, you can just Google Emory or any school in a common data set, gives you more information about how the institution is run, their books, right? Where they're allocating funds, how many faculty to student ratio that they have. Again, it's just good data to have as you're making a serious investment into college. So, Emory University is in one of my favorite cities. It has is a school rich in resources and does a lot of research. And I definitely recommend it to many students, but understanding that its selectivity makes it Ivy-esque. So let's not pretend that, Emory's for everyone just because it's so selective. If you have any questions about Emory or any other college that we've been discussing in our best college list series, please hit us up at Strategic Admissions Advice. You can hit me up at Help Me at Strategic Admissions Advice. Click on our website, learn more about how we work, go to make a discovery call, and hopefully we can help you and your family go through the college admissions process. All right, thank you. Bye.